Hello, welcome to the vlog. Ooh, pin is a bit skew whiff, isn't it? That's better. Make myself a bit more presentable, Letitia. Start again. Hello, welcome to the vlog. This one's a game of two halves. Last week I went to the Hepworth Wakefield with my friends for a lovely Arty day, and we went to see the Helen Chadwick exhibition. If you get the chance, please go. It's amazing. I found it really inspiring. And I think what was really interesting about that, I hadn't been actually on an arty trip day for a very long time. And it just reminded me, even if the work is nothing like your work, it is so inspirational. The first thing that hit me was actually the colour palettes. There was some beautiful combinations of colours, not only in the artwork, but the way it was curated, everything. And I was taking photographs of how certain colours were placed next to each other, and that was really, really inspiring. The second thing that really inspired me was a conversation that I had with one of my friends about painting, and we were talking about how often that's often at the bottom of the list after all the other to-do things to do, you know, the house stuff and making tea, general life stuff. And we were talking about how obviously we need to prioritize ourselves sometimes, and how you can feel selfish about that. Even taking an art day is quite a self-indulgent thing, but oh, it was so needed and it was so valuable. And the second thing is, it's really kind of, I guess, one of the differences between design and fine art. And we were talking about how fine art doesn't solve a problem. It doesn't fill a need. It's not for a client or for a purpose. And it starts off really with being just something for yourself. I mean, you can choose to share it, and if other people like it, that's a real Brucey bonus, but that's not really the purpose. Fine art, you know, is something you just need to do. And it's much easier nowadays with social media, you know, to share the work and to have conversations about the work with people all over the world, which is amazing. But initially make something purely for yourself. And when I'm talking about fine art, I don't mean it has to be painting or drawing. You know, I think the definition of how you create fine art is absolutely boundless. I mean, I might be wrong. I'm probably saying this all wrong. Do you know, this is the really, really tricky thing about fine art. You know, I've taught it for 30 years. I still can't say in one sentence what fine art is. And I used to really, really hate it on open days. And parents and students used to come round and then come up to me and say, well, what is fine art? I'd be like, oh, I don't know. I don't know what it is. And also I think maybe that's the beauty, that you can't put fine art in a box. As soon as you put fine art in a box, someone shifts it. You know, like someone like Duchamp with the fountain would go, ha ha, here's a urinal. Now I'm going to call that fine art. You know, it's the rebel. It's the rebel. It can't. It's like knitting fog. You can't actually define it, and I think that's why I love it. I think that's why I love it. It's it does feel self-indulgent, and this is the conversation we were having. Sorry, I've just gone all the way around the houses again, like I always do. But this was the conversation, and this was a really, really valuable thing that I had to remind myself, and really made my day when we were talking about why we do fine art. Because sometimes I do feel really selfish, and I know a lot of other people, my friend, a lot of other people, you know, if you think today is a painting day and you can hear all these other things going, oh, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. But it's just vital. And as I say, if other people like it, that's a bonus. That's lovely. And I really, really appreciate the fact that we've got social media now and we can connect, because connection is a really important thing as well with creating. It doesn't matter if other people don't like it or not. It's just the fact that you've done it. If you value and you can carve out a little bit of time to create whatever you want to create, you're gonna feel better. You're gonna interact with people better. You're gonna be able to help other people and just be a happier person. And that's a very waffly. It's a very, very waffly way of saying. It was great to remind myself that. And yeah, I really valued it. Anyway, what am I talking about? Yes, I really valued that day. That's the first little bit of the vlog. And then the second bit, I was trawling through, like I often do, all the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of film snippets. And it was quite a few months ago. It might have been February, but I might be wrong. But anyway, I know it was cold. It was a few months ago. I went on a day trip to London, and it was a trip down memory lane. So I'll share that with you as well. I got a little bit misty-eyed, I must admit. An unexpected trip down memory lane, which I'll tell you all about later in the vlog. Anyway, I've, as usual, talked far too much, but I hope you enjoy the snippets anyway, and see you on the other side. It's Tuesday morning, and yeah, I've just laid these out. I've just packaged the prints and laid them out, because these were the orders yesterday from sending my newsletter, because I've got a new print launch, and these are all new. Queen of the Midsummer is an oldie. I do love her though. These are all new. It says Cornish Horse, Coppice Tree and Winter Sun, Mountain. The trees grow in the shape of her shadow, and I got another repeat of those two. And yeah, I'm blown away. Thank you so much for those people that put in orders. Yeah, it really means the world, and it's lovely. It's just lovely that people like my paintings enough to either buy a painting or a print to put on the wall. It's yeah, it always just feels absolutely brilliant. And I laid them out and I thought, I feel right happy. So just want to say thank you so much. Ooh, very excited. I've just been wrapping those orders, and my friends are picking me up in a minute. We're going to the Barbara Hepworth Museum. I don't know if it's Barbara Hepworth Museum or Gallery. Anyway, we're going to the Hepworth, I think that's what it's called, to see the Helen Chadwick exhibition. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's a long time since I've had like a proper arty day. The only thing is, I don't know if you can see, I've just spilt toothpaste all down my clean new top, and I've wiped it. And why is it, you know, at the grand old age of 55, I've wiped it, I've thought, oh, it's gone. I know as soon as this has dried, that toothpaste is going to appear again. Why does toothpaste do that? Why? It's like an evil magic trick. Anyway, I've wiped it off, and I thought, maybe today the toothpaste will not appear again when it's dry, but I know it will. But I haven't got a top that goes with these trousers, so I'm just going to wing it. I'm just going to wing it and style it out. Anyway, I don't care, I'm having a day out. We're outside the Hepworth, it's a bit windy. Oh, fancy seeing you here. to visit
Helen.
the wonderful Helen. And we might go for a cup of tea first. Oh, nice chai, and I've got chai and a toasted tea cake. So that's a cake. Happy day. Oh, it really splashes. You want to mind your clothes. It really splashes. I so enjoyed walking around the Helen Chadwick exhibition. It was called Life Pleasures, and it amazes me to see an artist that can work in so many different materials and media, and these inspired me so much with the colours, but also just the scale and the bravery in her work was absolutely amazing. Hello.
I'm wondering how many people actually stand on that bit.
Oh, I don't.
I don't either.
Oh no.
Yeah, classic.
You're right, Ian.
Fine, thanks.
What? They're the cable cars Marika's going on later, but I don't fancy it myself. So when we arrived in London, I had a couple of hours to kill, and I thought I'd have a little mooch around. So I popped into the National Portrait Gallery, and there I was really happy to see a beautiful drawing by Howard Tang, and he was my fashion illustration tutor when I studied fashion and textiles at St Martin's many moons ago. And it was really lovely to see one of his pieces up close. I hugely admire his work. And as I popped out of the gallery, I thought, I'll have a little mooch down Charing Cross Road, have a little trip down memory lane. And it was lovely. And as I was crossing the road, I spotted where the old St Martin's building used to be, and popped in because now it's a really big, super swanky foils bookshop. So I went straight up to the fashion section and just took a minute, and I must admit I got a little bit misty-eyed thinking about all the crazy adventures I had at St Martin's and the wonderful people that I met there, and just an amazing 3 years of my life. And popped out again and I love the energy of London and the fact you can literally turn the corner and there's a giant dog sculpture. It's just always full of surprises, and I had such a lovely day just reminiscing and thinking of old times. Well, thank you so much for watching that. I hope you enjoyed it, and you deserve one of these. You know what's coming. I know you've got your cup of tea ready. Okay, you deserve one of these. So thanks ever so much. And can I ask you to put a theaky chums up? Yeah, can you put a theaky chums up? Yeah, cheeky thumbs up, please, if you don't mind. And yeah, say hello in the comments if you want to. I absolutely love our chats in the comments. Thank you so much, and see you soon. Cheers. Bye, Chuck. Bye. But it's what blah, 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 edit.